everyone. Welcome to Agent PHL on site. We're standing here in Fishtown at the Rally. Beautiful brand new 88 unit apartment building. Scott Baldasare, the owner, is here to talk to us about the amenities, the units, and what makes this building so special. So it's a unique building inside and out. Let's start with the name. Where does the name originate for the Rally?
You know, we're trying to put something together. It's a little edgy and different. Our design, as you see throughout the building, has a different vibe, a different energy. And the Rally is just sort of kicking up some dirt, motorcycles, surfboards, skating. And as we've sort of seen it all to come together, the name just really fits with the persona of the building. So something we're super happy with, and we're as tough as it is and has been for us to name buildings, this one just fits right and feels good.
The units themselves range from studios all the way up to 3 beds. So
Yep.
How did you go about differentiating the unit types and then all the selections of the materials from the inside out of the building?
Yeah, so just starting with the exterior, obviously we have a really nice, sturdy, strong, masonry facade, this beautiful brick from Utah, and we're in love with the product. You know, people come by, looking at the retail spaces or upstairs in the apartments, and they ask if this is a new build or if this was an existing building that we rehabbed, and that's like sort of the ultimate compliment to us because we wanted to, create this real industrial feel. So yeah, that's the facade, and people are loving it. So
Absolutely. That's the same feedback we get when we're leasing these apartments. So on that note, why don't we take a stroll inside and you can show us the amenities that make the Rally so unique and such a welcoming experience for the tenants.
let's do it.
So this is the lounge, one of the more innovative and creative lounges that you'll find in the city of Philadelphia. Warm wood tones, concrete floors, a pass-through to the cafe. Scott, I know you worked with Stokes on this development. Really, every facet, every floor of the building, you can see their influence. And it's really a one-of-a-kind building within the marketplace. So how was that experience working with them on their first multifamily project?
Their vision from the beginning was something that just meshed so well with us and what we wanted to do. We really wanted it to have that boutique hotel feel, and I think this room and the amenities really showcase that. We sort of envision this as like a 70s LA type warehouse vibe, and in here it's really showcased so nicely with sort of these custom oak bookcases and this Shusugiban charred Japanese cedar wood. Love the light fixtures and the edgy art that sort of feeds back into that Rally name. They did a great job furnishing this and designing it. So we have a lot of true vintage pieces that you'll see throughout this space, and then some really nice, cozy new stuff. But it's fun, I can spend like an hour looking at the bookshelves and a lot of cool old 70s motocross helmets and old skateboards and a lot of edgy art, cool books throughout. So it just feels like a space you want to hang out in, and that's how we designed it. We wanted this again to feel like a hotel where you can walk into one of your amenities, grab a coffee, grab a croissant, and come back in for residents only can enter back into this space, chill by this fireplace, which is really like a hotel quality gas fireplace, read, do work, hang out by the study tables here, and really make this a home. I just love the way this room feels. It's a space that I want to hang out in, and hopefully these residents are really stoked about that also.
I think they will be. Well, the day's not complete without a workout, so why don't we head over to the fitness center. We're back down here in the fitness center on the ground floor of the Rally, right off the mailroom. This space was intentionally designed from the spatial quality to the equipment that you selected. It's all top of line, it's all first class, resemblant of the rest of the building. So what went into the designing of this space, and who was responsible for creating this fitness center on your team?
Yeah, again, a Stokes thing, sort of taking it to the next level. I think it's really cool how we have this, the millwork continuing in here. We just love that finish quality. And then you see throughout the yoga room and boxing room there, and on this wall here, you have just some really nice oak millwork, custom stuff, beautiful timbre, and that just really warms up the space and gives it life as opposed to just, white drywall across. And we also have a nice skylight coming through here. You see the sort of Venice Beach, Arnold Schwarzenegger style art, again, being playful and a little edgy, back to the rally. And then this is a really cool piece of equipment here. It's a rock climbing wall that actually rotates as you climb on it. Great workout and a lot of fun. So yeah, it's got everything you need in here, and I think the design quality just feels good while you're in here.
Definitely, it's inspiring. Unlike other gyms that you'll see in hotels and apartment buildings throughout the city, this is not an afterthought. Again, so kudos to you and your design team on intentionally designing the entirety of this ground floor and the whole suite of choice amenities to give a best-in-class experience for the residents of the building. So we're up here on the second floor inside the model unit. This is a 2-bedroom. The building itself really breaks down to about 50% one beds, 20% 2 beds, 25% studio, 5% 3 beds.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've got a little something for everybody here. So how did you and your architect and your design team intentionally design the building of different unit type here at the Rally?
So unit types, 1-bedrooms are just a great space for people to be in Fishtown. We find there's a lot of demand for that. We didn't want to overshoot on the 2-bedrooms just because it's a higher price point. A lot of people want that extra bedroom. So a lot of times you have a couple, they want an office, and that second bedroom has become important. So the 2 beds have been leasing really well as well. The few 3s are gone. We spent so much time going through floor plans to make sure that just felt like it lived really nicely. And I love where we landed on just how each use of space works. We just feel like the flow of the spaces and how you would live in them is just really well designed. Again, to the sort of 7-inch wide European oak flooring, and just has a really strong feel. We wanted some knots because it is sort of that industrial feel. We didn't want it too clean. These cool terrazzo countertops and the built-in oak cabinetry. I think it all just works really nicely together, higher end appliances and all that. So super happy with how it's all turned out. And you'll notice you never hear any, there's construction outside, there's construction within the building, and super quiet in here. It's really everything that a Fishtown apartment should be. So well done. Yeah, thank you.
So we're up here on the terrace level, Scott, and in today's world, private outdoor space is a must-have for a lot of renters. So talk to us about what you did here design-wise.
So yeah, Stokes hooked us up with a really good landscape architect that they've worked with a number of times by the name of Nick Patrick. And initially we had this sort of hard, patio fences, because these are all private patios that these trees and planters line out here. And we had this pergola system. So it was it was a lot of wood that we liked, but it wasn't soft enough. So he had this great idea to do sort of a walking through the forest type of feel and add these paper birch trees and some low-lying ferns and stuff like that. So it just adds this real lively element to this sort of peaceful intermediate courtyard area. So obviously you have units that are facing inside to this space. They get this nice vantage point, but this is just a nice sort of intermediate, private, quiet patio space, and we wanted to provide as much outdoor space as possible. Just being within the city, it's nice to have these really peaceful, quiet spaces to hang out by yourself, or on a roof deck, hang out with a bunch of people and grill and walk your dog, whatever it is.
Yeah, it feels like an urban oasis.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So let's go see the roof.
Let's do it.
All right. We're up here on the panoramic rooftop lounge overlooking the city. The L train is rolling right behind us, so you can see the magnificent developments taking place here in Fishtown. Scott, you have an incredible location here. As a resident of the Rally, what would a typical day look like from start to finish?
Part of why and how we designed this building is supposed to feel like a hotel. You know, the way we envision is people can sort of hang out downstairs, work from home, or they can hop right on the L train, shoot down to Center City if they want. You know, Fishtown has really become that zone where there's cool neighborhood bars that has then turned into a lot of the big players coming up here for every next restaurant. So there's just a lot of cool stuff happening in this zone. I think people, when they move here, they realize they don't really need to leave here. So the lifestyle is interesting, you know? It's just like it has a really special vibe that feels authentic, and I think that's why people continue to move here.
It's the reason why people are coming from Center City into Fishtown for special events, closing dinners, birthday celebrations. Here at the Rally, you have the live, work, play lifestyle, and then live your best life here in Fishtown. It's the ultimate urban experience. So we're back here in the lobby. We've concluded our tour. Scott, thank you so much for being so gracious with your time.
Thank you. Yeah, as you mentioned, there's not a ton of units left to lease, but you guys are doing such a great job. I appreciate you having us out today and doing a quick tour around, and hopefully more people want to come check it out in real life.
Thank you, Scott. Well, if you're interested in the apartments here at the Rally, visit our website to learn more.